We've written down the aircraft now a couple of times. The last one was last year as a result of COVID-19, and we've parked the aircraft for at least 3 years in the United States. All 12 of them are sitting in the Mojave Desert, and it's a heartbreaking sight to see them sitting there. But we had reconfigured 6 of them with brand new product on board. In fact, one aircraft just being reconfigured in Dresden flew directly to the Mojave Desert, and it's there with new seats on it and nobody's ever sat on, which is unbelievably disappointing. But we do think if you look at the Qantas network, there are going to be opportunities to deploy those aircraft. We do have scheduling window, because if you've ever been in LA between 10 o'clock and midnight, you see 6 or 7 Qantas aircraft departing to Australia because it's the only time that works with curfews. So instead of flying multiple frequencies right on top of each other, an A380 that's fully or nearly fully written down, if it generates cash, will absolutely work. Airports that have slot restrictions like Heathrow, a slot in Heathrow is extremely expensive. The aircraft works for that, and the similar scheduling windows that work to Australia that are unique. So we do believe there's a need for that fleet, and we do believe that it will generate cash, and it's all going to be about cash when we start up international. And eventually, over time, hopefully we'll have enough of the 350 aircraft to fly direct and overfly a lot of the hubs as well, that will take the burden of having the big aircraft needed for those big destinations.
Looking perhaps more broadly, do you think that there's any chance of any consolidation in the industry as we come out of the COVID crisis?
Well, the industry is going to be pretty weak post this. I think IATA's forecast last year was that there's already debt in the aviation industry is going to increase from $430 billion US dollars to $650 billion US dollars. So that's a huge increase in debt. And I think last June they said that the median airline had 9 months of cash, which takes them to this quarter. And that's the median. So half the world's airlines are going to run out of cash unless there's more debt or more government support. And Pierre Harbison of CAPA thinks that up to 40% of the world's airlines could go bankrupt. Now, it's hard to predict which ones, and sometimes this takes a while to play out. But I think in that environment, there will be survivors, there will be people that won't make it, and there will be airlines that will consolidate to survive as well. So I think there will be a lot of opportunities, and there may need to be, in order for the industry to get through this. But it's a watching brief, because who knows what level of government interference, support, what level of debt people can raise to get through it. I'm hopeful at the end of it. I mean, I think you will see the quality airlines really thriving out of this, the likes of Qantas. I think we went into this with a strong balance sheet, strong financial discipline. We were in a position where we were able to raise equity during this crisis, $1.5 billion, able to raise a lot of debt. We're one of a handful of airlines that are investment grade left in the world. So the debt markets are still open to us. We just raised extra debt just before Christmas. So given that, hopefully the quality airline will shine through and will perform exceptionally well in this post-COVID-19 world.